Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back for more Titans. So, last episode I was told that there was, at least part of it, was supposed to be the finale from last season. But they carried it over to this season for some reason. I don't quite understand why. I think they were trying, there was too much, or maybe there was not enough, I don't remember. But yeah, I think it was mixed in with what was supposed to be like the premiere for this season, I think. I think Slade was supposed to be revealed for the premiere. I'm not really sure. But yeah, last episode we dealt with Trigon really quickly. Met Slade. He's gonna be coming after the Titans because Jason screamed to the whole world on television that the Titans are back. And so yeah, he's gonna, because they're obviously not the same Titans, but he knows. I don't know if he knows that. Well, Robin or Dick will be there, so like the only original Titan that's still on the Titans team. We finally have like an actual confirmed, or not confirmed, but they're legit Titans now. Like before, they didn't really have a name to them, but he brought them to the old Titans Tower. I'm assuming that's what it's gonna be called. I'm just gonna call it that because of Teen Titans. Let's see, Dawn, Donna, Hank, and Kory left. They're probably gonna come back. I don't know, or at least Kory will. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be like a series regular. I haven't looked into that. I don't know. Not a huge spoiler if you let me know on that. That's fine. But we didn't see Connor at all, or Crypto. I'm assuming we'll see in this episode. There's a chance we won't, but we didn't see him in the last episode, so maybe they were saving that till now. I don't know what we're gonna go into. I don't think we're gonna run to Slade, like the team will run to Slade this episode. That'll be kind of quick, kind of soon. But again, there's only I don't know if they're gonna do 12 episodes. I don't know if they're gonna do 12 episodes this season instead of 11. Because again, the last season, the finale was supposed to be the 12th one. So, yeah, I think that's everything. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this episode.
So have you put any thought into our name?
Titans.
What do you mean?
Titans 2.0.
Teen Titans.
Titans Next Generation?
You're not helping.
Look, Rach, it doesn't matter what you're called.
Teen Titans. Trying to help you out of here.
Go!
Come on, man. You know he was trained by Batman, yeah? Does VR have any kind of experience, though? Huh? I don't know why you did that one. Oh.
Yeah, fuck, man.
You said don't hold back.
What were you doing? I was fucking blindfolded.
You said don't hold back.
Jason, don't be a baby.
What's going on?
Yo, look, it's been 3 months, man. When do I get to go back to Gotham City?
Bruce doesn't think you're ready yet, and neither do I. I'm sorry, man, you blew your privileges.
What?
The Batmobile joyrides, the motorcycle on the staircase.
I was practicing my tactical maneuvers.
And those websites you bookmarked? You know that's not what the Bat computer's used for.
Oh, come on, man. This gig is a waste of time.
You can get viruses on the back computer, my dude. Come on.
When you're fighting with Batman, you're a sidekick. There are no sidekicks in Titans.
You're kidding, right?
Because that's literally all the Titans are, sidekicks.
I mean, it's practically the
together,
fucking
you're
model.
not.
Wonder Girl, Aqualad.
You're thinking of the old Titans. This is the new Titans.
Aqualad.
That was the whole point when Donna and I put the team together.
I didn't see him there.
They don't have the experience you have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Proof to his ego.
When you're on point, they're on point. When you're not,
It's true.
they need your leadership, Jason. You need to set the tone. I'm not Robin anymore.
If I'm Robin,
I'm Nightwing. Don't worry about it.
who are you?
It's a good question.
Nightwing. Do I gotta do everything around here? What the what?
Don't, please.
Oh, dang, it's gonna explode, huh? I like her outfit much better here. And she's kept the necklace that's kind of similar to Starfire, at least the ones in the Teen Titans cartoon.
Where I come from, it doesn't really pay to get pissed off.
So
you like it better here?
In this van? No, I do not like it better here in this van.
remember now? Everything? Hey, can she fly yet? Who's you? Why'd you stop right there? Oh, hi. Who are you?
Keep it close.
Rose? Dream? Magic dream? Oh. Whoa. Pizza.
Who made this?
Dick did. The crust is made out of cauliflower. Why would somebody do that?
If we hate eating, then we have more time to train.
Okay, so it's not just me. He's totally obsessed, right?
He's turning into Mr. Miyagi before our very eyes.
Turning to Bruce.
Good one.
What's that?
Helicopter. Why? Oh, that's why.
Police now seem to have the suspect cornered.
What they thought.
This suspect does appear to be female. She's got silver
Oh.
hair. She does
Recognizes.
seem to be injured. We're not sure how
I
badly.
think. The only thing I can think about that being is Rose, but I don't remember. Did she have? Was she missing an eye? Excuse me?
Definition of collusion.
Sorry. Was she missing an eye in the comics? Oh. Oh, Donna. Or Dawn, I'm sorry.
What the hell?
She's been feeling the itch.
What the fuck was that?
Dove. I wonder how often she's been doing this. Or is this her first time, I wonder? It's kind of almost her relapse. Oh man.
You better have someone come down and arrest us. Thank you for your time.
To arrest us.
Your mother would be very proud.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Hank, where you at, my man?
How long?
A month.
Well, not too bad.
We had an agreement. We have no future with Hawk and Dove. No marriage, no kids, no life. We got lucky for a while, and then that luck stopped, so we stopped. You were in a coma for a month. You got to sleep through it, but I didn't. I had to sit by your side wondering if you were gonna die every fucking day. I stopped. But if you can't, we're done.
Hey, you okay?
What's wrong with him?
Back up, back up. It's that one dude that escaped. Oh, Jesus. Didn't know he could do that.
Dawn and I just got a visit
Plastique?
from Dr. Light.
You okay?
Oh,
We are. There's a kid we were helping.
that was Dr. Light?
Wasn't so lucky.
Bringing me here was a big mistake. He'll kill you and everyone else in this place just to get to me.
I'm assuming Slade.
Who's he?
The more you know, the more trouble it makes for all of us.
I already know the guy. We thought we dealt with him before, so.
He's giving her a cell job. That's what he does, okay? You can't resist a stray.
I mean, I knew he'd be bringing in new people. I guess I didn't think it'd be so soon.
We don't even know if we can trust her. Hell, we don't even know what the fuck she is.
That's why he's asking.
Is a person who needs help.
Or is she a person?
Still needs help.
How does she survive the jump?
So you think she's a metahuman?
If she's like Slade, then she might have some kind of slight enhancement.
Face it, Dick. You can't resist a bird with a broken wing.
I wouldn't say I can't.
Come on, you helped me. You helped Gar.
I didn't help Jason.
Can anyone help Jason? This is the reason you restarted Titans, isn't it?
Celinda Flinders, we're taking you into custody.
Shimmer.
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
But that's what I do, love.
Whoa. Rigid?
I'll go high.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh God, Jesus! Did you pull back at all?
Can resist.
I provided a target and a focus for your rage. I became a tangible enemy.
I was mad at fate and death. But those are just concepts. You're a person.
More or less.
Okay, here's what I have to know. Would you do it again? Take me in. Devote all that time and trouble for someone that just wants to leave.
Your heartbeat.
I would do everything exactly the same.
I gotta take this.
Roy Harper.
The taco truck?
Oh, what?
What do you want?
Surprise me. Just not chicken. Or pork.
Are we getting Roy Harper in here?
Or veggie.
No, I want to follow her. God dang it. No.
Hello,
Okay.
Miss Coriander.
Who else did they send?
Just me.
They should have sent more.
Or not. Why?
Sorry about that, Your Highness.
What happened?
Each of those kids has something special, just like you. But they've learned that being special and alone doesn't work. I'm teaching them to have each other's back. I can teach you too. That's it. I'm done. Sales pitch over. Will you at least give me your name?
Rose.
It is Rose, okay.
Nice to meet you, Rose.
This is gonna be interesting. I don't know a whole lot about her though. I just. Oh, feck.
Get down.
What was that?
What was that?
That's what I said. Well, he's coming after them all, I guess.
Match identified.
Rose Wilson. And that's her dad, Slade Wilson.
Well, that was fast.
No fucking
Yeah.
way.
What?
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Oh, it looks good though. Ah, you suck. Okay, so I had no idea that the title for this episode was actually called Rose. So that would have given it a little bit away. So this is why you don't look at titles, man. But all right, I don't know a whole lot about Rose. One thing I know, or the things I do know, is that she's well, they said it, so. But Slade Wilson's daughter. I didn't remember whether she had the same injury or not. That might have just happened recently. I mean, it looks like it did, considering she had it patched up. So, and there was blood on it. So obviously that happened recently. I don't know why. I don't know if Slade did it. I don't think so. I think it was a different eye too, which is not huge. Doesn't mean anything. I just thought it was interesting. Or just making a observation. I couldn't quite remember if she has the same like abilities. She has a healing factor. I don't know. Because I know Slade does, at least in some iterations. I don't know if all of them. I mean, we saw him in the Justice League movie, the after credits. Don't know what all they implemented with him. Because I don't think the Slade in Teen Titans had a healing factor, and we haven't seen any like evidence to healing factor in Young Justice with Deathstroke on that one. But I know Slade has he's kind of like their version of a super soldier. But I couldn't quite remember if she had like those same abilities if they were passed on, and how many of them, if all of them or not. But that's all right. That's gonna definitely be interesting. And so much for them not finding. I didn't know they were gonna find out, like with Dick not wanting to look into it, kind of wanting her to tell him herself. I didn't think we were gonna that at least some of them would find out who exactly she's related to. But Jason wanted to do it his own way, which I mean, someone like, for one, the way Jason is, and also just kind of in that line of work, you're paranoid. You want to make sure whoever you're dealing with, that it's not going to come back and bite you in the butt. I hope it's not going to. Well, I can't say that. I feel like he's going to definitely probably attack her or be at least aggressive towards her when they come back. Because I'm assuming because of this, she's going to come back to them. I don't know. Speaking of which, Dr. Light is apparently the one that caused it. I don't recall him being able to do that, but the only run-in I've had with Dr. Light, again, I haven't read any of the comics involving Dr. Light. I haven't read a whole lot of Teen Titans comics. Most of my knowledge regarding the Teen Titans or any affiliation with them, like a rendition, like Young Justice is kind of a rendition of it. It's just the old Teen Titans cartoon and Young Justice, and I read a couple comics of a newer version of the comics, a newer rendition. I don't remember what year exactly, but relatively early, like mid 2000s. It was before 2010. I don't recall him being able to basically create bombs. I mean, I'm assuming he was watching Hank and Dawn since they got out, so maybe he knew that kid has a connection to Hank and Dawn. So that might have been why he supercharged or whatever he does, that kid. I thought it was just electricity. I didn't think it was just because it was light. And he had I was trying to think of who he could have been. The grid tattoo didn't do anything. It didn't quite spark anything. The only thing I could that was more very far fetched theory is I can't remember his name, but if anybody remembers the Teen Titans show, there was that one guy in the earlier. I don't know if it was the first or second season, but it was pretty early on. I think it was that early on. But essentially, he was a big chip, but he could he had an electric body, and he could go into anything that was electrical. He went into Cyborg's car, took control of it. If anybody watched that show, know what I'm talking about. That's what I was thinking it was, because I saw the kind of grid looking tattoo. I was like, and I guess it could be that because of the chip, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he has any other kind of design. No idea who he was. And Dr. Light seems a lot more dangerous than he did in Teen Titans. He was almost kind of a joke in Teen Titans. He's one of the C-lister villains, I believe. And I also seen Dr. Light in The Flash, but obviously it was a different version. It was an Earth 2 version, and it was a female. It was Linda. So it seems that someone from Tamaran, I don't know, are they just called Tamarans or Tamaranians? I think it's Tamarans. Anyway, somebody from there came back for Kory. I don't know, maybe she's in danger and he's trying to protect her because he's like, I'm sorry, your highness, or something like that. I know she's a princess. I don't remember, or not, I don't remember, I'm sorry, I don't know if he's trying to protect her because he didn't seem repulsed or anything by her or any kind of anger. He might have said, sorry, your highness, out of sarcasm, but it seemed like he did kind of regret having to take her that way. I don't know what. She recognizes him, I think. I mean, she knows he's a Tamaran. He's a Tamaranian. What are they called? Does anybody know? I can't remember if they said before. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. I mean, honestly, I think this episode probably better than last episode, premiere. Seeing as this is actually more has more of a footing. The premiere, obviously, they were trying to do. They basically stitched together the finale from last season and whatever they did for this season, I think, and put it together. This one was more just wholly they have one direction that they're going. It's kind of no. The directions are called. I guess there's technically two directions, and they're causing them to form into. They intersect, I guess. Because one, we're gonna be having to deal with Slade Wilson, and then now we have to deal with Dr. Light. But the thing is, Slade or Deathstroke, however you want to call him, broke out Dr. Light. Obviously, I guess he's trying to get help. Now that I don't necessarily think he thinks he needs the help, maybe, but maybe he's like, distract them or, weaken them. Because Dr. Light, obviously, he went, he's trying to kill all those that, or take out those that put him away, the Titans. So I wonder if we're gonna see Aqualad, which is kind of funny in a way, just because of the fact that the guy playing Hank was Aquaman, or Arthur anyway. I don't think he went by Aquaman. I don't remember in Smallville. That's kind of funny. I know I saw the Aqualad in the Teen Titans, but I'm more attached to Calder from Young Justice just because we got more of him, and I really like Carrie Payton's. I don't really know the voice actor as well. I don't remember the voice actor for the Aqualad in Teen Titans, but I really hope if we see Aqualad, I hope it's a Calder version of Aqualad, and not what was the other one called? I'm trying to remember, because I know he's in Young Justice as well. He's his friend, and he's the ambassador now for Atlantis. It's not Garth. Okay. So I knew it was close. That's why I always keep thinking it's Gar when I forget his name. But it's pretty close. It's Garth. And if by chance we do see, if anybody knows whether or not Aqualad's gonna be in this show in this season, please don't let me know. I don't want to know. I want to find out. When they show him, if they show him. But yeah, I just hope it's gonna be Calder if they do. A Calder. And I meant to go into this when I was talking about Kory, but Donna got a phone call from Roy Harper. I was really hoping we were gonna follow her, to get to hear her phone call with Roy, and maybe we'd see him they'd cut to him in their conversation on his line, or on his end. But I understand why we saw Kory's point of view instead, because her being kidnapped is kind of important. Which is interesting that they're working together. I don't know if they're doing if they're vigilant. I mean, they have a bunch of tech in there. Man, I don't know if they're FBI's, or I don't know, because I know Donna, what she did last season, she was doing something in photography. I know she was doing something on this kind of cover sort of thing, but I don't know. Did they say is she law enforcement? I don't know if they're doing things on the side, on their own, a vigilante way, with all that tech, because I don't know where. I mean, Kory does have a spaceship, so I mean, she could probably procure some technology from her ship or something, but it'll look like, our tech. And then we got Hank and Dawn, showing their side, what they were doing. Hank, basically, he's gotten better. He's been off, or he's been clean for I don't know how long. At the very least 3 months. And he's, I guess, I don't know if it's part of his job, or he's just if he's actually just helping this kid that he's training as well. But he was helping Alex, stay clean as well. But then, poor kid got killed because of freaking Dr. Light. Man, that's gotta kill Hank so much. It's gotta eat him up. But yeah, Dawn, she went. Did I call her Donna again earlier? God dang it. Well, Dawn, she has been doing vigilante thing, without letting him know, for a month, which technically isn't too bad, but considering she hasn't been, Hank hasn't been. I'm sorry if I've been calling him Frank. Anyway, Hank, he hasn't been in on that for the whole month that she's been doing it, and they've had an agreement there. They made an agreement to not continue doing this. Hank was obviously, seeing her in the hospital bed in a coma. Just it kind of basically made him see that, if he wants to have a life with her, if they want to have a life together, and have kids, just have an actual life. There's too much risk in them being killed. And even if they like were able to have children and they were still doing this on the side, there was the risk of them dying, if not both of them dying, and then leaving their kids orphans. So I definitely see why he's so upset. She's not quite done yet with this life, and it's not always easy. And from other scenarios and like shows and movies and stuff, it's not always easy for those to give up that life. But then that was interrupted by Alex, and then the whole Dr. Light thing. And now they're gonna go head over to Titan's Tower, which I'm glad they call it Titan's Tower. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to deal with that again, like with the conflict that Dawn and Hank are having. I do hope it works out for them, because they do like the scene that they had when things were obviously not being affected by one, Dr. Light, and the fact that Dawn still feels the need to be in this life. It was, I really liked how the relationship and stuff last season too, like when they weren't, one was about to die and the other one, and then they were in a coma. But what we've seen of them, I really like their relationship. And then this episode in particular, I think, like seeing how Hank can be when he's not needing drugs and obsessed with fighting in a way. I think. Oh, and I think it was the very beginning. Well, it was pretty much at the very beginning with Garfield and Jason, their fight. All things considered, I thought Gar actually did pretty well, which surprised me. Jason screwed up because of all his flipping, disoriented himself, which with his training, well, I mean, I know it was the point, but with his training, I would have figured that it wouldn't have messed him up, but I mean, he's still learning, and I guess it was their first time. And then Garfield just like kunk, but like he barely got him. And then Jason like was throwing a hissy fit, being a sore loser. He's like, oh man, I had a blindfold on, come on. Like, dude, you told them not to hold back in the first place. You're just butthurt that you lost just because you're Robin top by Batman. Your pride was hurt. Speaking of which, I thought it was funny that the way Dick handled Jason's incessant need to, be here and not going back to Batman, to Gotham. Basically stroking his pride, his ego, just like, yeah, they're not as experienced as you. You have to be their leader. It's like, yeah, you're right. They're definitely not that good. It's got to be me. So I thought that was funny and smart, because Jason's obviously not going to see, one, at his age, and two, just his personality. He's not going to realize that he's obviously manipulating him. But they keep teasing us with the whole Nightwing thing. Come on! I feel like, and I'm slightly worried, but as long as we get it, I guess it won't be that bad. But that he won't don the Nightwing name, like just the name, until the finale of this season. Again, if anybody has any news, just to put this out there in general, if anybody has any news, if that's gonna happen later on, please don't let me know. I really don't want to know anything that's gonna happen that isn't like in an episode that we're watching right now. I want to be completely surprised and blind to whatever's coming our way. We got Rachel's powers. Like, I don't know, like they're acting up in her dream. I mean, it's probably to do with the stone. It's kind of, I guess, focused. Well, I guess not focusing, as they're kind of acting up in her sleep, but boosted her powers, I think. I'm not entirely sure, because Trigon said that with this you'd be able to do something by my side. I don't remember. But like when she fell asleep, they flared, and then she woke up, and then she felt that, was that from her powers, like the scratch? I didn't see him scratch her. Was that what that was? Is that what happened? I couldn't quite tell. Yeah, there's like a snicked sound. So I'm guessing it. And I showed it like loop around behind her, but I wonder if it's like basically like Trigon getting through and being petty and just like nicking her. I mean, I'm sure he would be trying to do more, but right now his current state and where, like, I guess that's all he can do. I know at least in the cartoon Teen Titans, like Raven has to like reel in her emotions to keep her powers in check. And I'm wondering, since Rachel hasn't quite done that in here, she doesn't have that control over her abilities, and that's why they're kind of flaring up. Or again, her dad, which could be hand in hand. Like if she were to reel in her emotions to like meditate and whatnot, that would keep him at bay. That's gotta suck, like having to do that, to keep her emotions in and not being able to express herself fully. And we got the comment Garfield made about Dick being nice, like much nicer to Garfield than he was before, because of the fact that he killed him. I didn't know he killed him. I thought he just knocked him out. It didn't look like he exactly killed him, but I guess he did. And for some reason he came back. Like, was it the snake thing? Not really sure about that. Yeah, obviously there's still gonna be we're gonna be dealing with stuff that happened. Obviously, I mean, as we saw with Rachel, we're obviously dealing with that right now. We're dealing with repercussions from what happened with the stuff with Trigon. Rachel dealing with her powers flaring up. Garfield, having to deal with that fact that he died. That's probably, I don't think he blames. He obviously doesn't blame Dick, but it's just like he doesn't know how to feel around him. Like, and the fact probably has nightmares. Because the fact that he died and that feeling, and I'm not really sure how we're going to approach that. Like, he does not want to talk to Dick about it, and Rachel doesn't want to talk to Dick about the problem she's having with her powers, because she stated that how Dick keeps mentioning that the team needs to be strong, and I forget what else, but basically she doesn't want to also make him feel like he's not a good leader, but a good leader needs to know about these things. She feels like maybe he'd see it as a weakness or something, or what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, kind of like a crack in the team. But if he doesn't know about it, then he can't help her, or they can't even tackle the problem, and it won't be fixed, and it'll get worse. Crack will just get like bigger, and it'll spread out. Yeah, I think that's all I got, guys. The only other thing was just a small thing. It doesn't have any effect on the show, but I'm not entirely sure, but I think I might prefer Rachel's hair before. Again, I know it's not a big deal, but just like something about it just seems not right, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's just a slight nitpick. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't like it. I just think I prefer the other one. I don't know. So we didn't get Superboy. I don't know how long. Like, now I'm not really sure when we're gonna have to deal with him. But we just got a new person in the team already. Well, a new possible. She's gonna be joining eventually, Rose. But we've already got another person, so I don't know how long until we even see Connor. And the rest of them not the rest of them, but at least Donna's gonna be coming back, and the other two, Hank and Dawn, because we don't know what happened, we don't even know what happened to Kory. So most of them are gonna be joining back at Titan's Tower, and then we're gonna have to deal with this whole Dr. Light thing. And I don't know if we're gonna fight him next episode. I'm considering again how short these seasons are. I'm assuming we will. So yeah, I guess we'll find out next episode. But for now, guys, that's it for this week's episode for Titans. I almost said Cloak and Dagger. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, make sure you hit the button right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see any early access to shows we have, any catch-up series, go ahead and check out our Patreon, or you can just click on the link in the description down below. If you want to be notified when our stuff comes out, make sure you hit the bell icon as well. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.